One thing that I think you went through in 1974, 401ks and IRAs came about. ERISA was the act that was passed. And prior to that, people relied heavily on pensions. And being in the auto industry, I don't know if you had a pension.
No pension.
No pension. So you might have been in that era where they shifted away from it.
Yeah, we did 401k.
401k.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed, and I'd like to find out your thoughts on this, but what I've noticed is that most people that are reaching, getting into their 60s and reaching normal retirement age, they have far from sufficient in their retirement accounts to replace their income. What are your thoughts on that? What do you suppose?
Yeah. So I lived in California where my wife passed away. I couldn't afford to stay there anymore. That's why I moved to Brownsville. The cost of living is a lot cheaper down there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's financial advice, but that's what worked for me.
Well, I think that's a good point. I think people are able today more than ever to kind of choose where they want to live in the country, and I think that's a great point. Like, you can choose a place that has a much higher cost of living, which is California, or you can move to Brownsville, Texas, and there's no state income tax, and there's things just cost less here. Homes cost less. So I think that's a great point. And I want to get you to your family. I really appreciate you taking the time, but I think you brought up a couple really valuable things. And one is don't let your wants all become needs. And we live in a very consumerist society, and we can spend any amount of money we make. So prioritizing saving and maybe pushing the brake purposely on lifestyle will help. And and choosing where you live. Like, we have a lot more control today of where we want to live, and we can choose places that are lower cost of living. Makes a big impact.